the flowers, they were made for you. Look at the stars, they were made for you. Breathe in the air, it was made for you. Hey, look over there, yep, that was made for you too. Look at the frogs and how they lean for you. Look at the birds and how they fly for you. Look at the wind and how he sings for you. Look at the rain and how he cries for you. Look at the sky, look at the sea, look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees, look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me. Look at the sun and how it shines for you. Look at the planets and how they align for you. Seasons come and go like clockwork every year. When Christmas comes around, our hearts are filled with cheer. Every day I see the beauty all around. From the morning sunrise to a night when it goes down. Look at the world around and receive it. Put down your phone so you can see it. Look at the sky, look at the sea, look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees, look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me. Look at the sky, look at the sea, look at the fish that swim beneath. Look at the dogs and cats that give us love and comfort when we need. Look at the birds, look at the bees, look at the plants, look at the trees, look all across the universe and you will see that it was made for you and me.
Hello, friends. Welcome. Let me turn off a cup. There we go. All right. I don't want anybody thinking I was Matt. Hi, Patri. How are you? So nice to see everyone today. Please say hello. Let me know where you're from. And drop in the chat one thing that you're grateful for. Also, let me know if my volume is good. I'm going to put a little music on in the background here, which many people might recognize Blossom Violet's music. Also, if the music is too loud, let me know, because I can't hear it on my end. Patrice says, hello, Violet and friends from Galicia, Spain, and I'm thankful I have survived my dentist appointment today. Yeah, absolutely. I feel you on the dentist. I have to go to the dentist soon, and it's not my favorite place to go, but it's necessary. So it's always good to survive the appointment. Hi, Christy from Colorado. I'm Violet. I'm in New York, by the way, in case I forget to say. I always do. right before we got started, little backstory, going away for the weekend because it's my husband's birthday this weekend, and I placed a Whole Foods order. And of course, the volume is a little low. Let me get a little closer. It's still a little low. Okay, let me see if I can raise it up here. Is that better? Let me know if that made it any better. My microphone sometimes has a mind of its own. Does this sound a little louder now? Did it go up? I'm moving the mic closer to my mouth. Not really. Oh, John says the volume is great. Okay. So some of you are hearing well, some of you are not. I know we've had that problem on Insight Timer lately. I don't know what it is or how to fix it, but for some bizarre reason, sometimes the volume was working for some people and it's not for others. And I mean, the people in the actual chat, I don't know, I don't know what the solution is for that one. Hopefully Insight Timer. Patrice says sometimes after a computer update, you have to make some adjustments. Yeah, that's true too. But sometimes people are on their phone, not on the computer. And I know it makes a difference. I'm just looking to see if there's anything on my end. I've got all the volume all the way up. I have my mouth very close to the microphone. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully that's a little better. The phone is low and the tablet is perfect. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Sometimes if I go on my phone, the volume is awful. And then I go on my computer when I'm listening to other teachers and the volume is better. So I was starting to say that right before I went live. Of course, my grocery delivery arrives at that exact moment. So I was torn between leaving it there and, getting started on time, which, we did get started on time, or doing it quickly. So of course I go outside and there's this adorable delivery man. He had to be about 80 years old. So now I'm not rushing him because I wanted to go out and help him, which I did. But he starts talking to me. And, what are you going to do? I'm looking at my watch kind of on the sly. You just bumped it up. Okay, good. I'm looking at my watch and I'm not, I didn't want to rush him because he was the sweetest guy. Like, doesn't that ever happen? You're in a hurry and you're totally focused and all of a sudden something slows you down and you're like, you know what? Let me give this little man some attention because he's about 80 years old. He's delivering groceries. He wants to talk. And of course, I'm not going to rush him. So that was why I put Matt's video on, because I was like trying to kind of multitask. And I did, and we got through it. And it's all good. And again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Violet. I'm in New York. I am a tech geek, which is why I love being on Insight Timer. I mean, obviously, I love what Insight Timer is about as well. But I got started here as a user about probably 2017, almost 9 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And I fell in love with the teachers. Yes, awesome listening to Matt. Yes. And I've met so many amazing teachers. There's some here in the chat. Vivian, who said hello when she first came in, is an amazing teacher here. We do some collaborations together. Those of you who know me know I love collaborating with other teachers. And Matt and the musicians, Blossom, Juan, so many beautiful musicians here I love collaborating with. And I have fallen in love with all of Matt's music. And one of the things Matt always says is, we should give people their flowers while they're still here. And I said to him, Matt, that has inspired me. I do gratitude journaling on my own, but I decided I wanted to do some gratitude journaling live events as well. So I could do that with all of you. And I asked him if he would give me a copy of one of his songs. That one that I just played is one of my favorites, so that I could play it during my live. And of course he did, because he's awesome, because all the teachers here are very supportive, always helping each other. I never considered myself a teacher. As I said, I am a tech geek. And when I got to know the teachers on Insight Timer, I thought, how can I do that? How can I be like these amazing people who are on here mesmerizing us sometimes? And, I'm not a meditation teacher. I'm not a yoga teacher. What I do know is technology. And I also loved Oh, thank you, Vivian. I also loved crystals and tarot and oracle cards. So that was, and journaling. So that was how I got in as a teacher. And once I got in here, I started reaching out to other teachers and asking them if they would collaborate with me, if we could do something. I didn't care what it was. I wanted to get all the teachers together because, as lovely as it is to go live alone, I think it's so lovely when the teachers come together. You know, the energy that they bring together to me is my favorite part of being on Insight Timer. So for the longest time, I was not doing any lives by myself. I was only collaborating. And then I thought, well, let me do some stuff on my own once in a while. And my journaling, I love. So I'm here for my gratitude journaling. Just going back up to see the comments. Yeah, it's awesome listening to Matt. I agree. Carrie says, amazing teachers with so many different skills and gifts. Yes, Carrie, I agree. And one of the things I started doing, as you know, was Ask Your Guides, where I would invite teachers to come together and tell everyone, you know, what their skills, gifts, events were. And it was just such a great way. Like, we all got to know each other. We all became friends. And I love that now. And hello, Debbie from Wisconsin. Carrie says, you learned from Deb Flanagan that everyone is a teacher. I agree, Carrie. We are all teachers. You know, I say I don't consider myself a teacher because I feel like we are all teachers. I agree completely. Hello, Caitlin, another amazing teacher here. So nice to see you here with me. All right, my friends. So I'm rambling again, which is what I tend to do. We've got a couple of amazing events coming up, by the way, which I want to mention. One of them, speaking of collaborations, is a peaceful pause. Hopefully I have that card up. Let me look. I think I do. Oh, there it is. February 7th. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time, and that is on a weekend. I've done these before, and these are one of my absolute favorite events, because we have up to 40 teachers sometimes just on one screen. It's crazy and I love it. And Dakota, which a lot of you know, what's Dakota's full name? Dakota Cloudwalker. She does these amazing presentations. She's going to do our opening meditation. Matt will be there because I told him I couldn't do this without him. I need for him to come play his beautiful music. Matt is very big on the theme of peace. And the very first time I met him on Insight Timer, I was like, listen, I do this thing around peace. I heard your song about peace. You have to come do this for us. And he did. You know, and that's another thing I'm so grateful for, is how these teachers, I will ask them for, you know, things like this, collaborate, share your music. And they're always willing to help. And I love that. You know, and being a tech geek and working remotely from home, this is my interaction. So I love when I get to interact with people, you know, like-minded souls, because obviously when you go out to work and you're in an office environment, you may not always be surrounded by like-minded souls. One of the reasons why I wanted to work remotely was because I was working in an office with people who were constantly yammering in my ear, and they were arguing with each other, and who didn't like who today and who said what to, you know. I didn't want to deal with that. And although we can't eliminate everything that bothers us, right? We have to learn sometimes to deal with people. I knew that if I went back to school for my master's degree, I was currently working in data, and I thought I can do this remotely. I know I can. And if I get a master's degree, I can increase my chances of doing it. So that was my plan. I did it. I worked at a hospital that paid for the tuition. And as luck would have it, they were taken over by a really big hospital who started covering 100% of tuition. So I got that master's degree, age 50. So another reminder, it doesn't matter when you start or when you do something, do it whenever you want. Got that master's degree. I think a month before I had the degree, I had 2 interviews, and both of them ended up offering me the job, which was great. And I ended up picking the one who had a mission that was near and dear to my heart. They serve people who live not in a remote area, people who, how do I put this? An underserved community. They serve an underserved community that would normally not have access to healthcare and just everything they stand for. I mean, I was that kid. Like, I grew up, in an inner city, parents, struggle to make a living. So when I see an organization that has a mission statement like that, I'm like, how can I get in there? What can I do to help? So they ended up offering me the job. Like I went on an interview and I got the job the next day. It was crazy. The other place I had interviewed with, like, had me go through like 8 different interviews. They kept me waiting for weeks. And of course, the way the world works, they offered me the job the same day that the other place did. And there was no contest for me. I wanted to work for the one that had a mission that was near and dear to my heart. Carrie says, we're all just walking each other home, as Ram Dass said. I love that quote, Carrie. Yes. I'm 72, just started learning meditation 3 years ago. You're never too old to learn. That's right, Carrie. I say that all the time. At age 50, I went back for my master's degree, and I never even thought about the age at all. I just did it. Like now when I tell people, they're like, wow, that's crazy. Like even my husband thought I was crazy. When I said to him, I think I'm going to go back to school to get my master's, but it might be a lot of work. He says to me, that is going to be a lot of work. And he says, I wouldn't do it, but that's him. And I said, well, then I will. And I think he knows me by now. If he says something is hard, I become more determined to do it. So I did. 2 years it took, sitting at my kitchen table with my laptop, sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I had to get up early and go to work the next day. And I did it and never regretted it. Have a job that I love, work remotely, have an amazing boss. I mean, it couldn't be better. So I wasn't going to ramble on about that. I don't even know how I got on that topic, but hello, welcome to those of you who don't know me. Now you know my whole life story. Carrie, yes, that's the projector in us. Absolutely. Yeah, I am definitely, what did I say? 2-4 projector. That's definitely me. And I love knowing human design now because it makes so much sense, so much of what I do. Also, for those of you who don't know me, I'm actually an introvert, which I know sounds funny because I haven't stopped talking. But I also believe that when you're around like-minded people, they just bring out the best in you. So when I'm here sometimes, I'm very chatty. All right, my friends. And I said I was going to keep this to a half hour, and obviously that's not going to happen. But if you're just coming in, please say hello. Let me pull this down here a little so I can see who's in here. I will not call you out. Oh, I can't see. The top has disappeared, and that's okay. But if you're new, say hello. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you're grateful for today. And if you want to share, do you like journaling? There's something else that I do called scripting, which I'm not doing in this session, although you can. Today, we're going to write a gratitude letter, but you can make that scripting session as well. You could write a gratitude letter for something that you don't have right now that you anticipate being grateful for in the future. I did that when I got my job. I made a list of everything I loved about my job. I didn't have it yet, but I made a list of everything that I loved about my job, what my coworkers were like, what my boss was like. And lo and behold, I have that job now, and it turned out exactly as I wrote it, exactly as I scripted it. Hi, Allison. You said joy. You're grateful for joy. I like that. Joy was my word last year. This year, I decided to go with shine. So who is ready to do some gratitude journaling with me? I'm going to play Blossom Violet's music, who's another amazing musician here. And did I even get into what the peaceful pause was about? I'm sorry. I put the card up. Another little warning. I don't plan anything in advance. I literally turn the camera on and just show up. So I tend to jump from one topic to the next. But I had put the card up about the peaceful pause. Dakota's going to be there. Matt is going to be there. A lot of teachers that you may or may not know are going to be there. So please bookmark that and join us. It's a beautiful event. I think this is probably the 5th one I've done. And, there's just a lot of heavy stuff going on in the world right now. And who doesn't need a moment of peace, right? So it's your chance to come join us. We've had up to 40 teachers. The last one, we had about 500 participants. It was amazing. And those hearts exploded. I think we had gotten like 80,000 hearts. I've yet to see more than that on anything on Insight Timer. So that brought me a lot of joy. I loved it. And I am so looking forward to the next one. And also, Dakota records her meditations and uploads them to Insight Timer. Carrie's ready. Me too, Carrie. Absolutely ready. All right. So without further ado and without me rambling, let's do some journaling. Let's see. I have my little prompt here. You're going to write a gratitude letter. It could be to yourself or to someone else. I saw a prompt once about writing a gratitude letter to myself. And I thought, what a great idea, right? How often do we show ourselves gratitude for what we've overcome, what we've accomplished? There's a lot of stuff to be grateful for. Or to someone else, like this little guy, 80 years old, adorable, who brought me my groceries just now. You know, my way of expressing gratitude to him was to stand there outside while he just kept talking. He was rambling about, the work that he does and how great the 5-star reviews are for him, which of course I said to him, yes, I will leave you a 5-star review without a doubt. I'm also going to increase his tip. I gave him a nice tip, but I can go online and bump it up. And I decided I was doing that as soon as I get off the live. I can't do it now, obviously. But, so grateful when you meet people like that, these just beautiful souls. I mean, he was just an adorable person, and I really enjoyed chatting with him, even though I was a little stressed because I'm looking at the clock going, oh gosh, I got to start my live soon. How long is he going to be talking? I just stopped and I said, just enjoy the moment. Be here now, right? Okay, friends, I'm going to put on Blossom's music. Oh, and I want to share my beautiful journal that I got from a friend through Insight Timer. I don't know if you were here last week. If you weren't, you didn't see it, but look how gorgeous this thing is. Talk about gratitude. And the sequins, like I was saying, are very meditative. I'm a kid at heart. I love to play with this book. But this is where I'm going to be doing my gratitude journaling. So do a gratitude letter either to yourself or to someone else. Or if you want, just make a gratitude list, a list of things that you were grateful for. Right, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to let you listen to Blossom Violet's gorgeous music. Shine your light. I have to tell you that Carrie is my thing for the year. And look, I have my mug. I got it personalized. It says shine bright. Because for the longest time, I was one of those people who was afraid to step forward and, I played small a lot, and a lot of the times do that to make other people comfortable, right? So, Carrie, you're speaking my language. All right, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to put the music on. We're going to do some journaling. Let's do it till the hour. It's 7 minutes. Here it's 7 minutes to 1. We're going to go to 1 p.m. Eastern. Wherever you are, let's do about 7 minutes. right, that was about 7 minutes. I could have kept writing. I don't know about the rest of you. Does anybody want to drop in the chat what they were doing in their gratitude journal? Mine was to my husband. Melanie was here last week and she wrote one to her husband. And I thought, what a great idea, because, we've been together for a while. And when you've been together for a while, you kind of forget to appreciate one another. And he has a lot of characteristics that I do appreciate. Some of them, sometimes make me a little crazy. The snoring, which we won't mention. And the fact that politically he and I are about as opposite as two people can be. So it's kind of crazy sometimes that we're even together. But, when we first got together, we were not discussing politics. I've known him now about 18 years. And obviously, the world has changed a lot since then. So occasionally conversations come up that are kind of difficult. And recently I decided that the reason this is happening, because I feel like everything is an opportunity to learn, is to teach me that I can't eliminate everybody from my life that doesn't agree with me, right? Like I was saying at work, there were a lot of people that were always fighting. So what did Violet do? She went to work remotely and now she doesn't have to deal with crazy coworkers. However, I'm married to this man who I obviously love very much. Every now and then he'll bring up a conversation and I'm like, how can you think so differently from me? And it gets me really angry at first, but then I'm like, what is this trying to teach me? Basically, I've decided it's trying to teach me that you can't eliminate everybody from your life that doesn't agree with you. And we have to find a way to work together, right? So in his situation, obviously, I know a lot of the good that's in him. And that's what I remind myself is like, yes, maybe we don't agree on everything, but he's still a really good person. So when he says something that, I don't want to use the word triggers because I don't like that word so much, something that incites me a little, I think to myself, that's all right. And I actually said to him, let's just agree to disagree. But I also remember all the good that's in him. Carrie says, gratitude to Sabine for getting me into the whole meditation experience. Yeah, where has she been? I haven't seen her in a while. And grateful to myself for enduring all the hardships in my life and understanding my own purpose in this life journey. Yeah, that's beautiful. Hello, Rachel. Rachel says, my neighbor and I are totally opposite, but we love each other as sisters, and it's important because she's a widow. Rachel, that is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, because that's where I am with my husband right now. We are totally opposite, but we love each other. He is always there for me. He has been there through some of the darkest, hardest times in my life. And, for me to discard all that just because we disagree would be insane. So that's what I have learned from that. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful. So what you said is beautiful too. That really touches me. Thank you so much for sharing that, because, that was a struggle for me for a while with him. What did I think? That I could just marry somebody who would think exactly the way I thought and, do everything I wanted. And yeah, okay, that's what we all want, right? But realistically, that's not what happens. So we have to find ways to meet together. And that's one of the things I love about the Peaceful Pause, that I've got the card up there for February 7th, is that it's a time to kind of sit and remember these things. We can rise above. Yes, Rachel, come up here and do this with me. You're saying everything that I'm thinking. I love that. Sometimes I struggle to express myself, which is, I think, where the introvert in me lives, and why for the longest time I did not want to be a teacher on Insight Timer, because I thought, I'm a lot better with writing, not so much with speaking. Sometimes I have a hard time expressing to my husband what I feel, and he's not a letter writer, so that can be a bit of a challenge too. I could write him a letter, but he's not going to respond in writing. He may respond speaking to me, and then what do I do? Let's stop. I'm going to write another letter. So yes, we can rise above. We can find ways around this. Hello, Juani. I haven't seen you in a while. So beautiful to see you. Hello, Mira. Nice to see you as well. Lovely to see you. Rachel, that's the beauty of the unity of love, Carrie says. To understand, to love everyone, no matter if you agree or not. We're all human beings. Yes, Carrie, beautiful. That's exactly what I was thinking last week when I was struggling with a conversation that my husband and I had. And then I thought to myself, whether we agree or not, right? We all deserve love, and we're all human beings. Happy New Year to you too, my friend Juani. So lovely to see you. Yeah, you guys are amazing. This is why I love coming here. The insights I get from all of you are amazing as well. I'm actually doing a vision board workshop, and I'm throwing this out there because there's so many users here that contribute so much beautiful insight. And one of the things I would love to do, and I'm going to pop up that card for the vision board. I have some teachers doing it with me, but I would love to have some of the users come on camera with me as well. I've done that in the past. So if you're watching this and you're a user and you feel like you could do that, please send me a message. I'm going to pop up the card. The vision board party is January 31st. It's Rebecca Joe, who does amazing stuff. Many of you might know her from her decluttering lives, but she has been putting up some posts about vision board, and I love vision boards. And I said, hey, again, I reached out. I was like, Rebecca, would you want to do this as a collaboration on Insight Timer? And she said yes immediately. I love the teachers here. They're always so supportive. And, I've had crazy ideas in the past and people have said yes to me, and I appreciate that. And fortunately, most of my crazy ideas have worked out pretty well, which is why we're here now, right? Melissa says, I guess learning to love this way helps us evolve to who we're meant to be. Yes, Melissa, yes, absolutely. Because when I started realizing that my husband and I had such different opinions, it really shook me. Like, it really made me question everything. Why are we together? How could I have married him, right? But then I had to stop and say to myself, like, there's so much about him that's good, that's amazing. And I have to remember that. I have to, and again, evolve. Perfect word. It's helping me evolve into who I'm meant to be, right? Because I could sit here at home working remotely and not have to deal with coworkers, but I live with him. We're married. I have to deal with him. I have to see him every day. And I had to find a way to work through that. And I did. And as I mentioned before, his birthday is Saturday, going away for a long weekend with him and the kids and the grandbabies. And I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to it. Carrie says we don't have to agree with our partners. Love bonds us first. Yeah. And, and of course, that's a partner who's not abusive as well. I mean, I just want to drop it in there. If you disagree with your partner and you're an abusive person, that's a different story. He and I disagree. He's a beautiful person. I appreciate him. Don't always appreciate his opinion, but I definitely appreciate him, and I appreciate that he has helped me evolve. Rachel says, love is an action word. Commitments. You've been with your husband for 40 years. Well, good for you, Rachel. This is actually my second husband. My first husband and I were together about 15 years, and my current husband and I, we've been married, 12 years, almost 13 years. Known him about 18 years. So I just put up the card for the vision board party. It's going to be Saturday, January 31st, Eastern Time, 2 p.m. It should show you what time it is in your time zone. And if you would like to join us on this vision board, Carrie, not mentioning names, a couple of people here, Rachel, those of you who've been contributing such beautiful insight, if you feel called, a vision board it's kind of works with journaling too. It's a visual display. You literally take like a cardboard or a, what do they call that? You could take a big piece of paper and you go through magazines and you cut pictures and you just put down things that resonate with you. Maybe it's something that you want for your future. Also works well with scripting. Years ago on my vision board, I had things about eating healthy and exercising more, all of which I do now. It's a visual way to motivate you to stay on track with something or to focus on some kind of it. It could be anything. It could be you want a beach house somewhere. So you're cutting out pictures of the house and what it looks like and the beach and what you're doing, what you're wearing. You know, you can go through magazines and just pick out pictures, words, anything that means anything to you. I have vision boards around here, but I don't have any that I could show you right now, or I would. But if you are interested, send me a message and I will definitely give you more information. I could also direct you to Rebecca's post about what she's doing with vision boards, which is absolutely amazing and so beautiful. And if you want to join us at that vision board, I make it very easy. I send you a link, you click on it, you show up on camera with us. I take care of all the tech. So if it's something you're interested in, definitely message me. Carrie says, I've been with my partner for 27 years now. We made a commitment to each other on New Year's Eve. That is so beautiful. I love that. So beautiful. Okay. And Rachel, you said you've been with your husband for 40 years. That's amazing. I give you a lot of respect. My first marriage was not the best, so I ended that one. So when I hear people have been together for 27 years, that fills me with a lot of hope. And my current husband, I can definitely see being with him for 40 years. Carrie, thank you. I definitely love my technology. I really do. And, you know, to be able to use it to bring people together, that makes me so happy. I'm actually going live today, which is another topic that I'm going to ramble about. I'm sorry. For a book club. And the book we're going to be discussing is A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. And one of the things that she says in the book that really caught my attention was that people like JFK and Martin Luther King maybe were not necessarily hugely gifted in one area, but their gift was that they could motivate people. They had that energy, you know, to bring their energy together. And I thought, well, that's what I do with technology. I love that. Melissa, I've clicked on it to attend. Okay. Yes, you will get a message. It should pop up on Insight Timer, a reminder like, you know, Violet's going live in 5 minutes. But if not, definitely around that time, just keep an eye out, you know, open up the app. Will we get a message or do we go on Insight Timer? Look for you, Rebecca. I'm sorry. You're talking about the vision board. Yes, you will get a reminder for that as well, for the vision board. Yes. I was rambling again. All right, my friends. Does anybody else want to share something that they wrote about in their gratitude journal? Oh, Viv, thank you for being here. Vivian's an amazing teacher. We are going live on the 26th. I'm going to pop that card up too. I have all my cards ready this time. Almost all my cards. Let's see, where is it? February 26th for Tarot and Oracle cards. I'm having trouble speaking today. And I do that with Vivian, Saraya, Carly from A Smile from Heaven, Yaima, and CG. Bunch of beautiful, amazing teachers. Another event I'd love to have you all join us on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. We took a big break because I think our next one would have been like New Year's Day or something. So I ended up starting the schedule again in February. Took a little break and that was nice. Mira says, I came late, didn't catch what that live was. Oh, I'm sorry, Mira. Were you referring? I've spoken about so many lives. I have a Peaceful Pause. I have the Tarot and Oracle Cafe. What other lives did I mention? Oh, the vision board. Yes. Just tell me which one it was. If it's the one that's up on the screen right now, I go live with 5 Tarot and Oracle card readers. Oh, the one that people can join, that is the vision board. If you would like, as a user, to come on camera with us and do a vision board live and share your vision board live, please message me. I'll put that back up. Message me and I will tell you how we can do that. It's very easy. I handle all the technology. Here is the card. That's January 31st, 2 p.m. Eastern. And thank you, Carrie. Yes, what Carrie said, just follow me and you'll be set for all my live events. I should probably put my follow me card up there too. That would probably help. Here's my card. Definitely follow me, reach out to me, send me a message. I would love, love, love to have a couple of users. You're too shy, you just want to see other friends. And Mira, I get that, and that's fine too. I don't know if you were here when I was saying that I am a huge introvert. It took a lot for me to go on camera and get past my shyness as well. And I've done it. So Mira, let me be an example to you that it's possible. But it's okay. I never pushed myself. I did it when the time was right. You know, the word evolve came up again. Evolved into where I am and who I am right now. So I love that you said that. You know, I was not one to ever want to be on camera. So the fact that to go on Insight Timer meant I had to be on camera kind of held me back for a while because I thought I could just type in chat. It'd be fine. But to go on camera, that's hard. But my favorite quote, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I did. And I'm here 2.5 years later. I'm loving it. I love the connections that I've made. And I love the fact that it's given me so much confidence too, because, you know, I needed that. Definitely needed that confidence boost. Yes, we grow at our own pace. It's always the right time. Carrie, I know you're going to come to the vision board, right, Carrie? I know you are. Please, please, I need you there. I would love to have any of you that would like to join us live to share your vision board. But Mira, you can join us here in the chat on that day and do your vision board, you know, on your own as well. I would love that. Carrie, we're going to talk. Definitely. Everyone's invited, obviously. I'm asking for a couple of volunteers to join us on camera, but everyone is going to be invited, obviously. And, you know, in the description for the vision board, I've written what you need, you know, magazines, glue sticks, scissors, and any other information that you need to get ready for that vision board. Just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to share. You're so welcome. Yes, Carrie, we will definitely talk later. All right, my friends. So I think to close out, I'm going to play another one of Matt's videos. Since we were talking about peace, I'm going to play his video on peace. And I'm also going to put up that card for the Peaceful Pause, which is going to be an amazing event. I hope to see all of you there. That is February 7th, 2 p.m. Saturday Eastern. And this video that I'm going to share on peace is what Matt did at the last event that we had. I had asked him to come and share this beautiful song that he has about peace. Carrie, we are very much in alignment today. Thank you for that. I feel like you're definitely right there with me. I love it. We're so in alignment right now, violent, and that's spell check. I know you meant violet. Spell check does that to my name a lot. But I think it's funny. We're in alignment right now, violent. We're in peaceful alignment. Okay, so here is Matt's video on peace, his song. And friends, thank you for joining. I hope to see you again. Please follow, please join these amazing events that we've got coming up. I know it's autocorrect. It made me laugh. Oh, Rachel, thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. You know, for the longest time, I thought, you know, what am I doing here? So when I hear comments like that, I really appreciate it because I thought, as talented as these other people, what am I going to do on Insight Timer? And, you know, we have to remember we all have our own gifts, right? And we can share our gifts. All right, friends, I'm going to cue up my video. Let me stop Blossom's music. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. So much love and gratitude to you as well, Carrie, to all of you for joining me today. Thank you. I'll be getting back to work. Oh, yeah. Listen, Melissa, thank you for saying that because I am nothing if not honest. And this is who I am, right? I just show up as who I am. Thank you.
Peace to me really is being able to experience things like what Dakota put together today and what you've all shared with me today. I'm very blessed to be here. It's such a blessing to be able to witness. I'm in America, by the way, so a lot of the culture is very negative, and to see people come together and who make it a big part of their being to promote peace and to uplift people is like the greatest thing ever. So I want to say thank you for that. But 99% of my stream is really surrounded with peace. I like to put people to sleep. So I want to give you something. Violet was in my stream and heard this song and said, "Come and do the song." So I said, "Okay, I'll show up." So thank you for being here. Thank you for having me.
I woke up today in paradise. What a beautiful sight to see. Yesterday I was paralyzed, but today I am finally free. Yes, today I can finally be me. Closed my eyes, I saw everything. All the writing on the wall. Humankind, we've seen better days, and the pride it comes before the fall. But I know we can rise from it all. So please give peace a chance. Oh, please give peace a chance. 'Cause everyone's watching, but nobody sees. This land was made for you and for me. So please give peace a chance. I woke up in a satellite. What a beautiful place to be. All the kings joined together as one, and they threw all their bombs in the sea. And the world, it was finally free. All the trees lifted up their hands, and the animals cheered with glee. Humankind's never seen days like this, but we will if we truly believe. And the world, it will finally be free. So please give peace a chance. Oh, please give peace a chance. 'Cause everyone's watching, but nobody sees. This land was made for you and for me. So please give peace a chance. Oh, please give peace a chance. Oh, please give peace a 'cause everyone's watching, but nobody sees. This land was made for you and for me. So